declination meant she said, no, don't send National Guard. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Most Democrats don't know that. And most Democrats, when they receive this information, they're just going to throw it out and not concern themselves with it because they've been told that this has been a lie. This is well-documented information here. All of them declined to have National Guard there. They wanted this to go down the way that it did. This is the only way that they could have something on Trump to impeach him.
What were you doing on that day?
On that day specifically, responding to preparing to mobilize and deploy the National Guard once we got the lawful request from the local governing authority, which was the mayor of DC and the Speaker of the House.
Now, how many days in advance were you working to prepare the Department of Defense to help secure the Capitol on January 6th?
Days in advance, Senator, we were in the Oval Office on an unrelated national security matter with the President of the United States, the Secretary of Defense, the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and myself. And the President authorized up to 20,000 plus National Guardsmen and women to secure any security measures necessary related to the Capitol. So we were moving to the fullest extent of the law before the requisite request came from a local governing authority days ahead of time.
And while you were Chief of Staff at DOD, how many times did DOD approach Capitol Police and ask if they needed National Guard assistance?
I believe those letters are well documented, numerous instances, and numerous of those instances, those requests were shut down.
Now, am I correct that the Capitol Sergeant at Arms said assistance was unnecessary?
That's correct, Senator.
Who did the Sergeant at Arms report to?
The Speaker of the House.
That would have been Nancy Pelosi at the time. Is that correct?
Yes, Senator.
And would that also be Chuck Schumer, then the Senate Majority Leader?
The Sergeant at Arms, yes, Senator, reports up there.
Did Mayor Bowser, the Democrat elected mayor in D.C., either request or allow National Guard assistance?
She put in writing on the days leading up to January 6th, a declination for National Guard additional support. And that letter is available publicly to the world.
And just to speak English for folks at home, a declination meant she said, no, don't send National Guard. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you a simple question, because from the questioning from my Democrat colleagues, they might think otherwise. Do you condemn violence against law enforcement?
All of it.
Most Democrats don't know that. And most Democrats, when they receive this information, they're just going to throw it out and not concern themselves with it because they've been told that this has been a lie. This is well-documented information here. These people, Nancy Pelosi, the mayor of DC, all of them declined to have National Guard there. They wanted this to go down the way that it did. This is the only way that they could have something on Trump to impeach him. They just want to have something on him. Now, something that they like to say, though, and I want to put y'all on game, something that they like to say is he was still the president. If he wanted National Guards to be present, all he had to say was, I want National Guard to be present. What they fail to realize is that Trump actually did try to do things the right way. 3 or 4 days before J6 happened, he actually submitted in writing asking that they bring them out here, that they're ready, and that if anything goes past, if anything gets too crazy out there, then we're already ready. Our police force are set, our Capitol Police, they're protected. The Capitol will be protected. No one will get hurt. He actually asked for this. They declined him. Nancy Pelosi knew about this too. Declined. Mayor Muriel Bowser knew about this too. Declined in writing. Also, when people were breaking into the Capitol Police, they were told not to use any weapons. Do not discharge your firearms. Obviously, that didn't happen because Ashley Babbitt would still be here if they would have listened to those orders. But they was told that. When you look at some of the videos from J6 that will not be shown on CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, and most of these platforms are left-leaning. They are, because it's all about the show. It's all about Hollywood. And we already know Hollywood is left-leaning. They have a lot to protect. That's their bread and butter. They won't show you when certain incels were the ones that were breaking the windows first and were the ones that were getting aggressive first, trying to get everyone to go along with them. Not saying that the rest of the J6ers should have done that, but had the National Guard been there, Kash Patel is just simply trying to say, look, if I was the person in charge, nobody would have been unalived on that day. Nobody. It would have literally been a peaceful protest. I don't want to speak on anything beyond my ability because I still don't know a whole lot about it. I do know a lot about it. It's just being able to speak on it, I don't feel comfortable because it's not my wheelhouse. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. This is not about MAGA getting the glory. This is not about Trump getting the glory. It's not about Kash Patel, Tulsi Gabbard, RFK, anybody on his team getting the glory. It's about God getting the glory. If we're really trying to put God and family and country first, please make sure we approach this with that same mentality and that same heart. Please don't veer off of that. We can't, man. We can't afford to. Y'all already know what happens when God bless you and you take advantage of his blessings. Those things get stripped away and it gets worse than it was before. All right? Kash Patel put it out there. And I'm sure they're going to try to deny, which they have been for a long time. But Trump wouldn't have won if it didn't start to resonate to people like, wait a minute, you're absolutely right. There's actually videos out there with people in MAGA type of, hats and apparel and shirts and stuff that was fussing at the National Guard that was over to the right, just over in the corner. Like, what are y'all doing? This is getting out of hand. They're throwing smoke bombs. They're starting to wrestle and fight. When are y'all going to get involved? And they was like, we're just waiting on the orders. Nancy didn't say nothing. Muriel Bowser didn't say anything. And they're all saying that Trump was the one that was supposed to say something. So everybody is trying to pass the buck. And that's the BS that we don't want. All right. That's the BS that we don't want.